D. H. Lawrence's novel, The Lost Girl, 1920, delves into the journey of a young woman's liberation from her family's constraints and her entanglements with an enigmatic man. While critics don't consider it Lawrence's most exceptional work, the novel is widely acknowledged for its exploration of inner conflicts and the search for one's identity. The Lost Girl was awarded the James Tate Black Memorial Prize in 1920. Lawrence, renowned for his novels, short stories, poetry, and personal correspondences, holds a prominent place in modernist literature. The story revolves around Alvina Houghton, the daughter of a prosperous businessman, residing in Woodhouse, a fictional English town renowned for its mining, trade, and a surplus of unmarried women. In a touch of humor, the narrator remarks on the town's shortage of men, humorously suggesting it's turning into a haven for old maids. Alvina, along with others in her situation, dreads the prospect of joining the ranks of these unmarried women. Alvina's life begins as she is born into a household where her mother's health is ailing. Entrusted to the care of a governess named Miss Frost, as Mr. Houghton's ambitions for wealth consume his attention, Alvina develops a close bond with Miss Frost. The governess assumes the role of managing the household and acts as a buffer against Mr. Houghton's whimsical notions and outbursts. She recognizes Alvina's musical talents and encourages them, hoping it will enhance her marriage prospects, especially given the family's dwindling fortune. Despite these efforts, Alvina's strong-willed nature begins to emerge as she matures into a young woman. Growing up sheltered, Alvina becomes increasingly rebellious, yearning for an escape from the confines of her home where she's never even attended school. She feigns compliance and passivity, but the local boys find her unappealing. It isn't until she reaches the age of 23 that she crosses paths with Alexander, an Australian man. The family's disapproval of him doesn't faze her. She believes she loves him until he relocates to Australia and her longing for him fades. When he proposes that she join him there, she declines. Still yearning to escape her home's constraints, Alvina decides to pursue a career as a maternity nurse. She discovers a nursing school and announces her plans, much to her family's dismay, who suspect her true intentions. Despite their concerns, she enrolls in a school in Islington and believes she's found happiness, forming friendships. Yet, an underlying sense of something missing persists. Upon completing school, she returns home frustrated without a husband or prospects. Enduring several monotonous months in Woodhouse, Alvina's situation doesn't improve. With Miss Frost's passing due to pneumonia, Alvina recognizes the need to change her own destiny. Simultaneously, the family's financial situation worsens, forcing them to explore ways to stay afloat. Finally, Alvina encounters a young man studying at Oxford who seems suitable for marriage. While everyone assumes he's an ideal match, her interest wanes after a brief courtship. She yearns for excitement and danger, rejecting the notion of a safe option. She resists becoming trapped like her mother and Miss Frost, women whose lives were confined and unfulfilled. Meanwhile, Mr. Houghton continues his quest for financial success. He realizes his shop is no longer viable and his coal mine struggles to sustain his ambitious pursuits. He entertains ideas of opening a hotel, but this plan fizzles. Then, he considers a music hall or theater, providing Alvina with an opening. Seizing the chance, Alvina claims she can play the piano. Her father approves, as long as it keeps her occupied. Although there's no evidence of her musical inclination, Mr. Houghton assumes Miss Frost has trained her well. The music hall becomes a hub for actors and singers, including a young man named Ciccio, who captures Alvina's attention. Eventually, she elopes with him to Naples, embarking on an affair that shocks her family. Alvina's relationship with Ciccio leads to marriage and a pregnancy. However, life in Naples proves more challenging than her English upbringing, and she struggles to acclimate to his rural farming lifestyle. She never truly finds her place in his world. Ciccio's military draft for the war adds another layer of complexity. As he departs, Alvina faces a crucial decision for her unborn child and her own future. The narrative leaves her choice undisclosed, yet it conveys the notion that only Alvina possesses the insight into what's truly best for her. Perhaps, all along, she has never truly been lost. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.